All right. So basically, this is from the non-current liability and equity chapter. ABC company, question number 3. ABC company leases manufacturing equipment for 5 years. अब ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कि ये लीज ऑपरेटिंग लीज है या फाइनेंशियल लीज है. Okay, so let's see. Have we given some kind of criteria to it? The company will return the equipment. So if I just look at it, key equipment will be returned. So it looks like it's operating lease. Because what happens is in the case of financial lease or capital lease, the asset will remain with the lessee. Okay, so ABC company is returning this asset, so probably it could be operating lease, but it is mentioned over here that the term of the lease is equal to the life of that machine. मतलब वो machine जब वापस दिया जाएगा, when ABC company will return that machine, it is technically going to be useless because its life would be over because the term of the lease is equal to the equipment's life. Matlab, when the machine is going to be returned, technically it will be like pointless thing, and hence it's a long-term lease, and hence it's a financial lease, also called as capital lease. How many of you had already like got to this point that this is a this is a financial lease? Raise hand please, and hence option A was ruled out. Raise hand if you come to this conclusion already. Good. So in the case of, so option A got ruled out. So what happens in the case of financial lease or capital lease? Number one, from the lesser, वो जो लेसर के बैलेंस शीट में जो असेट होता है, जो मशीन होता है, that machine is going to get transferred to the lessee. All right, so the machine will be going down over here, and the machine would be going up over here. The machine which was over here will get transferred over here, will get translated or will get shifted over here. But lessee has not paid for it and the lessor has not received any money. So in the lesser, lease receivable would be going up, and in the lessee, lease payable would be going up. Lessee is liable to pay to the lessor, and his lease payable would be going up in the liability side. And lessor would be receiving the money, so lease receivable would be going up. So that's what is going to be happening at the start of the lease. Okay, and the ये जो machine up हो रहा है, that is called as ROU. Okay, so that was mentioned over here. Record a ROU, right of use asset. Why it's called as right of use? Because this asset, although is there on the balance sheet of lessee, this machine, which is although there on the balance sheet of lessee, it is technically owned by lessor. Lessee is recording that asset on the balance sheet, but lessee is not legally holding it. And hence that asset is called as the right of use asset. It's not like legally owned asset, it's called as right of use asset. So the answer of this was B. Uske baad, this asset will be depreciated. Okay, so there will be a depreciation expense that will be like recorded. Okay, and whatever payments this lessee is making to the lessor, उसमें से interest will be calculated using the function of second and amount, second and PV से. You will screw, I mean, you'll put P1 and P2. Let's say first year के लिए 1 enter and P2 के लिए 1 enter, and then you'll scroll down and see interest. So ये जो interest है, so that will be also recorded as interest expense over here in the lessee's income statement, and lessor के case में interest income would be recorded. Okay, and depreciation expense would be mostly as per the straight line method of depreciation. And whatever principal payment would be there, so that will also be found out using the scroller. Will find out what is principal payment. So that will reduce the lease payable on the lessee's balance sheet and lease receivable on the lessor's balance sheet. So over here, the answer was B. The amount as an expense or depreciation expense will be as per straight line method. It will not be equal to principal payment. Rather, principal payment, which is PRN over here, the principal payment is going to be basically impacting your lease payable and lease receivable. So it's like a loan कि लोन का जितना प्रिंसिपल पे करे हो उतना लोन का अमाउंट कम होगा. So how much, whatever is the principal that you are paying, whatever principal you are paying, that will reduce the lease payable and lease receivable. Lease payable in the liability section of lessee and lease receivable in the basically assets side of the lessor. So it is not connected with the principal. Depreciation expense is basically cost minus salvage value divided by the life interest. That is 5 years in this case, by the way. Okay, so operating lease was out, this was out, so the answer was B. मेरे ख्याल से it was an easy question because you have to just know that its tenor is long term and hence it is a capital lease. So in that case, asset will come on the lessee's balance sheet and hence it was answer B. It was a straightforward question. Any doubt, guys? Raise hand with this question. Just lowering the hands right now. Any doubt, guys? Raise hand. Okay, no doubt.